Ladies and gentlemen, my name is the Executioner, E.T. Eric Tyler Mullins, aka the Bruiser, Bubba Ty, and I am here on behalf of Southwest Virginia Backyard Wrestling, SVBW, and its revival, which will be setting to take place in the spring of 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, over the past few weeks, we have gone through the countdown of E.T. Considers the greatest rivalries in SVBW history. Last week we had the number 3 rivalry of all time between the Outer Circle and Oblivion, faction warfare in SVBW. This week we go to number 2 on the countdown of E.T. Considers the greatest SVBW rivalries in history, and there is a tie for second, as this week we'll be chronicling the rivalry between the Riot Mikey Reedy and the Dark Wolf Logan Price, along with Bulletproof JD Mercer and the Dark Wolf Logan Price. Whenever you've seen the Riot Mikey Reedy and the Dark Wolf Logan Price, you not only seen two of the youngest stars in UCWA/SVBW, but you've seen two men that were hungry to go out and show everybody out there that they were the very best to offer in SVBW and in UCWA. There is no man that has been through more in our journey of backyard wrestling than the Dark Wolf Logan Price, in my opinion. But if there was a man that was close behind him on that tally, it would be the Riot Mikey Reedy. Mikey Reedy has gone through a numerous list of health ailments in his career. Yet Mikey Reedy knows how to come out and make an impact. His biggest impact to me was the day that he returned to UCWA at New Beginnings in January of 2019 to take on the Dark Wolf Logan Price after he had cowardly injured Bulletproof JD Mercer before that matchup. Mikey Reedy stepped up in a big way and not only competed in UCWA's first match, he won that first match. And that is a moment that I know not only Mikey Reedy enjoys, but quite frankly, I know the Dark Wolf Logan Price enjoys it as well. So the first of two rivalries tied at the number 2 spot, the Riot Mikey Reedy against the Dark Wolf Logan Price. That brings me to, quite frankly, my favorite rivalry in SVBW/UCWA history. That is not the rivalry between myself and the Dark Wolf Logan Price. It's the rivalry between Bulletproof JD Mercer and the Dark Wolf Logan Price. Their biggest match took place in SVBW, and it was known as Diamond Destruction, when Bulletproof JD Mercer, who was the SVBW United States Champion at the time, took on the Deceiver, known as Logan Price, and later would take on the Dark Wolf in the climax of the Diamond Destruction matchup. Whenever I watch this match, I'm in amazement of what these two done with each other that day at the Softball Diamond in Wise. It's one of my favorite matches that I've ever got to call, and it was really one of the only times in SVBW history that the filming crew was just myself, the Dark Wolf Logan Price, and Bulletproof JD Mercer. What Logan Price done at the end of that day was award JD Mercer the SVBW/UCWA World Heavyweight Championship, in an act of kindness that I've never seen before from the Dark Wolf. That was one of the most touching moments that I've ever been through, and I loved it so much. So the rivalry that is tied for second on the countdown, Bulletproof JD Mercer against Dark Wolf Logan Price. Rivalry number 1 coming up next week. Murder, the wolf punch. No. Oh, he hits the stroke. Clay